Hi, I'm that pizza guy Kyle, and today I'm going to show you how to use the pizza press with the Alpha to help boost the pizza production in your kitchen. Let's go! So we're going to go through how to get the best numbers out of the pizza press with the Alpha. So first and foremost, we need to have a bench that fits enough pizzas to fit in the oven. This is the 110 Alpha, so it fits 7 12-inch pizzas on the base. So we're going to press 7, let them cool, top, and in the oven. If we repeat that process, this is the most efficient way to get the numbers out of the oven and the pizza form. So the dough's ready, like we just did. We're just going to press them all individually and get them resting. So into the semolina or the flour, dust off lightly, into the middle of the plate, and press. Peel off and get resting. Now at this point we've already done the pre-prep of the press itself, where we've oiled the plates, got rid of any existing debris, and then seasoned them with the first dough ball. So we've taken the temperature of the dough ball. The dough ball's at the correct temperature. It looks visually ready. We've wasted the first dough ball to take the excess oil off the press itself and starch the plates. If you want to check out more on how to prepare the press, then we've got that video on our YouTube channel as well. So we're just going through pressing 7 to try and get the max capacity, and as you can see, the process is a lot quicker and a lot easier, more importantly, than hand stretching itself. Once the ball is on the press and comes off the press, I'm not manipulating the size in any way. It does come off a bit warm, so sometimes the reason I'm twisting it in my hands is just literally because of the heat. We don't want to manipulate the size of the dough ball or the shape coming out the tray. It's really important, because if the shape changes or the size changes before it goes on the press, what the press will do is it'll press it into that shape and it'll be uneven. So this is a press to order machine, meaning that because the process is so quick and so efficient, we don't stack and rack, we press to order. So if I have an order of 4 on, I press all 4, rest, and then top all 4 as we go. We don't press 15 or 20 and wait for orders to come in. You can see the whole process is about 2 seconds from when the dough ball goes on, from the handle going down to the finishing of the cycle itself. So even at this stage, I'm just dusting off the excess. Nearly lost one. And then this will be the final one, and by the time this one is done, the first one should be hopefully ready to top. So again, it's all about working lineal. We're topping 7, so the resting time is about 30 seconds in total. And the reason we let it rest is because if we was to go straight to the bench now, it would be, the dough would be too hot and it would cause sweat. We don't want sweat on the bench because it makes it harder to move. So we let them rest. Alternatively, what you could do is something called starching. So you could starch a bench, a bottle of water and olive oil, about 70-30 mix, We dust the bench with semolina, spray, wipe away, and then dust again. What that creates is a rough surface, so that we can go straight from press to bench. But what we found is the best way to do things is to press, let them rest, and when they go cool, no sweat, which means less semolina on the bench, and we can work straight away. So the last one's done, the first one's cool, and we're just going to layer them out already. The press itself, it doesn't just make the shape and the stretching easier, which is its main function. It also makes the whole dough handling process easier. So the idea is once it's formed, sealed the gluten, which creates almost like a skin effect, it makes it easier to move on the bench. So there's hardly any semolina, if any at all, and you can see I can just move this around super easily without any resistance. Now these last couple are a little bit warmer because we've not had as much time, so we're just going to put a little bit of semolina on the bench. Just to create that rough surface that we just spoke about. So we've got our order of 7. Now, because the press has sealed the gluten as well, what we won't have to do again from a labour point of view is we won't have to stretch this pizza again. So now it's sealed, the shape of this pizza will not change until it's cooked, obviously, when the crust forms. So again, normally when we stretch smaller than we want the actual size of the pizza to be, because the dough is elastic, and what we want at the end is to stretch it final on the peel so it has that perfect size for when we go to cook it. Once we generate heat, the dough becomes less elastic and it becomes rigid and strong, and the shape seals. The press replicates that format without cooking the pizza. It doesn't part cook it, it doesn't pre-cook it or anything like that. It just seals the gluten to make handling easier. In the kitchen, what would be happening is, as I'm topping these ones, the next order would be ready to be pressed, because once these are topped and they go in the oven, the bench space will be free, the dough will be in theory cool because it'll have rested on the rack, and we go again. So we're pressed to order. We don't have dough waiting, it is still raw product. It will go stale, we don't want that. The press itself is beveled, so what happens is when it presses into the beveled edges, it leaves that part of the dough untouched and raw, and what should happen in the oven is the crust should form. Now, the point of the press is to generate labour efficiency, but also to create consistency for low skilled. If anyone's ever hand stretched before, they know it's a really difficult skill to be good at and quick at. So we're going to load the oven to its full capacity. I have it rotating so we're not losing out on any time. last spot. Door shut. Timer on. Speed up to max. Just going to increase the bottom temperature a little bit. Let's go. So the oven's done. The cooking was 2 minutes 30. We're going to open the door, slow the speed down, and just unload pizzas as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 3/4. Mini calzone, volcano pizza they call it, I think. 7 pizzas, stretched, topped, cooked, all in around 10 to 13 minutes. The cooking time actually of in the oven was 2.5 to 3 minutes. 2.5 to 3 minutes. And as you can see, consistency, 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 without having to hand stretch. All with the crust. This dough was classic pizza, so it was around 62% hydrated. 62% hydrated, cooked at 320, so it's not meant to be big puffy crusts. And it's had probably 72 hours fermentation time, so we're all good. Just to show you the bottoms as well, before I finish them, probably all exactly the same. Drizzle foil to finish. So super light, super crispy. The dough ball was 245. The press is a 12-inch press, so it'll press anything between 200 to 280 dough balls, depending on how they're made. Pick it up. No flop, 0 flop. Perfect. I'm that pizza guy Kyle. This has been how to combine the pizza press with the Alpha to help boost the pizza production numbers in your kitchen. If you want to come and find out for yourself, please see the demo booking link below, and I'll see you right here very soon.